Hello Gemini singles, and welcome to the first half of June 2019. Actually, you know, this is your mid-month because we are going into the middle of the month. So this is your June mid-month general reading with Angelic, Ascensions Tarot. I hope all is well with you guys. I hope everything's smooth sailing these days. Alright, Gemini, so as with any general reading, there may be certain things that may resonate for you in this reading and certain things that do not. Simply take what resonates and leave the rest on the table, because that could be for someone else. Oh, I also wanted to make you guys aware of a sale that I have going on. It is still ongoing until June 16th. Take a look in the description box for details. Okay, so the promotion is for half off of 30 and 60-minute phone readings. The promo codes are below in the description box, as well as the link to my website. And yes, as with any general reading, this can go vice versa, and there could be parts of, check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs for more clarity if you happen to need it. Yep, let's get into it. Gemini, I feel like there's a situation here where there's unknown factors. A situation here that can be a very sensitive situation. Holy Spirit, give me some details, please. Very sensitive situation. And I feel like the element of air blows over the situation to give it energy. And with that air energy gives it this fresh new perspective, okay? But be careful how you use this energy, because I feel that this could either add layers to the problem or it could help it move more smoothly. So I feel like the universe is giving freely this air energy, right, onto a situation. Be careful how you use it, okay? In other words, careful how you give your emotion to the situation. Make sure that you're even keel when it comes to communication with the people around you. I feel like some of you could be dealing with an earth sign, someone with earth and water in their chart. I also see air. This could also be your element, but water is very dominant in this reading. So I'm seeing Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, even Aquarius. Even though Aquarius is not a water sign, it has watery undertones, okay? But I'm also feeling like water. Some of you could definitely benefit from hydration. Some of you may not be drinking enough water. I'm also seeing either traveling to go near water. Maybe you live near water. I'm also feeling like water is vital for health. Could be the health of a relationship as well. I'm also seeing purification. Okay, I feel like there's an emotional cleansing going on. I'm also feeling, Gemini, that there could be some resistance to change that could be going on. And I feel like Spirit is wanting you to sit in this place of quiet reflection, to meditate and stand still and listen closely to what it is that you hear. Because I feel like your inner voice is trying to send you a message. I feel like there could be extremes with money, right? There could be a time for you, some of you to gather, some of you to say, okay, gathering. That's what water is here for. Cultivating prosperity. Whatever seeds that you planted, Gemini, I'm seeing the fruits of your labor. I'm seeing you're able to gather, and that there is plenty to gather, especially financially. There could also be a gathering of people that this month or this summer. There could be a gathering of people of like minds that maybe you're thinking about. This could be near water. Could be a family gathering. Gathering treasure. Gathering clarity. Gathering wisdom. Okay. You may have a wonderful new idea. And I feel like your idea is definitely being guided from the universe. You may have had some hiccups in the past, some bumps in the road, but Spirit is saying don't allow that to hinder your progress. Keep moving forward, especially with this idea that you might be having. Because I'm seeing that this idea brings in prosperity. But know that prosperity is not just associated with wealth. It can be through health, time, loving relationships. I feel like your life is going to flourish with finding a new direction. Some of you are moving or you just moved. I feel like communication is opening up, and then your intuition is going to be very keen at this time. Something is going to sharpen that intuition. Some of you have a spiritual gift, and we'll get to that later. No. Some of you could be receiving something, some information, some spiritual downloads through your dreams. Some of you are going to be able to, you have an existing gift of being able to communicate with the spirit world. Or you may notice some type of changes, okay, with your spirituality and with that intuition. Okay, like I said, it's going to be very keen at this time. It's going to reveal a lot of things to you, but a lot of spiritual gifts for you are going to be sharpened. I'm seeing the Wheel and the Chariot. Very positive cards. But the way that I'm seeing this card is, these two cards, is that you want to take the wheel of the chariot. It's like, again, being resistant to change. Maybe you feel that you want to guide this chariot, right? You want more control over your life. But Spirit is saying have faith in the process. There's a spiritual cleanse and a lot of things here that's going to require you to have faith. Because things are, not everything here is revealed for you. So it's going to require a level of faith. And trusting your intuition to navigate through the situation. The wheel is going to bring you new beginnings. It's going to bring the end of delays, a change in direction. And I feel like this is a change in direction that's going to offer you happiness. I feel like there's determination and self-control. Okay, and that's what's going to steer this vehicle, so to speak, right? See career advancement, acknowledgement of your success by other people. Other people are noticing your success. Yeah, that intuition. I feel like your spirit guides are definitely having conversations with you. You're going to see signs and synchronicities, especially 1111 and 55, 4961. Conflict. There's some type of upset or some type of discord around you. There's an argument or a difference of opinion, perhaps. And Spirit is saying, if you're directly involved, use your words carefully. See, we talked about that. Either this can hinder or this can help. This could add layers to this situation. It just depends on your approach, right? Conflict, trusting your intuition. Your intuition is going to help guide this situation, because there is someone here that you will be faced with having to communicate with. Communication is definitely written all over your reading for the month of June, but we're talking about even over the course of the summer. There's a lot of things here that you might be worried about, and Spirit is saying, you know what, your worry is unnecessary. You're worrying about the wrong things. A lot of you could benefit from decluttering your space. Some of you, like I said, just moved. Yeah, new beginnings. So definitely, some of you just moved. See practical and wise advice coming in from a spirit guide or from someone around you. From someone that you treasure. Yeah, definitely. Communication from a distance. There's someone at a distance from you that needs to communicate. I'm sorry to repeat it, but it's telling me again and again. Communication. It's telling me with urgency. Communication. You have to communicate with someone. Someone needs to hear from you. Possibly Capricorn, Aquarius, or Pisces. Someone's cold toward you. Something significant could have played out in the winter time, maybe even the summer. Maybe this summer brings in some type of change. But I do see where there's confusion over a situation. Confusion may be about a home situation, a living situation. I'm seeing that you are being spiritually protected against any type of low vibrational energies that may be coming to try to counteract what you're doing, because I do see that, right? With this conflict, someone's trying to intervene with your blessings, but they won't succeed. I'm hearing form your weapons, but they won't prosper. Okay? Review. Okay, so you're thinking a lot about the past. Something here is causing you to think on the past. Past disappointments, past happinesses, past things that made you happy, right? Whatever this is. But there's an emotional cleansing that's taking place. And then spiritual understanding. There's a lot of transformation going on as well. Some of you, there could be a birth of a child. This could be a spiritual rebirth. But there's spiritual understanding that's coming in. Spiritual communication. Like I said, some of you are communicating with the spirit world. And that craft and that ability is going to be honed in at this time. I'm saying expect miracles. When you least expect it, I feel like that's when something here is going to change. Some type of blessing may come in that knocks you off your feet. Someone that you treasure, someone here that inspires you is coming in. Or you're going to find your inspiration to get out of this place of self-sabotage, where you're limiting yourself and trapping yourself. I'm saying limiting beliefs are holding you back and holding you hostage. Spirit says you never know who you are, what you're capable of, unless you try. Don't be afraid to fail. Just be afraid of not trying. Let's see, let's pull in some detail. Eight of Pentacles. Okay, some of you are going to school maybe. Building a business. I see you guys working on something. Maybe that's why it's necessary for you to have faith in the process. You could be working through something, some type of communication issue with someone. You could be working on a project. Some of you could be finishing up school and going towards graduation, right? And now you're inspired, you're ready to move on to something else. Some of you have this poverty mentality right now, or there's this lack mentality where you feel like you don't have enough. Maybe there's been some type of financial loss. But I definitely feel like for some of you, there's someone trying to tamper with your money, your financial situation, some type of outside force. But like I said, they won't prosper because you're gathering, right? Someone could be trying to gather information on you. Maybe some of you are looking for a job. So that could be what this gathering of information is about. Okay, yeah. For some of you, there's a child that wants to communicate with you. Or you have a child. That could be what that communication is about. There could have been a birth of a child. Someone may want to communicate with you about starting over, having a new beginning with love. Someone here may want to work on the situation after there was past deception. This person's afraid to come forward to express how they feel. Okay, they may be going through their own emotional cleansing, or maybe this is the two of you together, coming together. Maybe that's what this water is about, right? For the two of you as a couple now, if you decide to come back together with this person, to go through some type of emotional cleansing, letting go of the past so that you can remove any debris of the past that was hindering you and holding you back from being happy. Some of you could be dealing with a Virgo, and here you are, Gemini with the Lover's card. See that? This situation is divinely guided for some of you. Not all Geminis, but for some of you. For others of you, if there is no one from the past, I see someone that is fated and destined to come into your life, right? Could be new love. 10 of Cups. So I feel like you're going to be elated to hear from or to meet this person. For some of you who are meeting this person for the first time, right, you're seeing signs and synchronicities. And maybe there's been some type of delay. Maybe you've been waiting for this person to come in. You've been seeing signs and synchronicities, but now things are finally starting to come together. So for those of you who are waiting for love, brand new love, I do see that this person is coming in very passionately. But for others of you, this definitely has to do with someone that you dealt with in the past. Possibly someone that you have a family with or now are building a family with. So words were intense between the two of you. Something got heated. And then there's this feeling of rejection. Some of you became single parents when this person left your life. Or some of you are fearful that you will be a single parent. It's like you're afraid of parenting your children alone. I see 2 children here for some of you, and I see 3 for others of you. So I do feel like you've been kind of staying in, keeping to yourself, right? Maybe not really feeling like you want to go out and socialize, but something here may change that. Okay, yeah. Maybe you're not wanting to go out and socialize because you're working a lot. You're working on building your brand, building your career, keeping your finances in order. So maybe you feel like, okay, money could have been a problem, but I do see you recovering here by becoming the Queen of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles. If there have been some type of financial losses, it looks like whatever you put your effort to, the things will pick up, okay, and things will become stable again. You may be, once you start feeling like the money is flowing in, you might be feeling like you have it all, except you at night. I feel like maybe you feel empty, you feel alone, okay, you're feeling lonely, you're feeling heartbroken. And some of you are feeling heartbroken over a love relationship where there has been some conflict. There's something here that has gone unsaid that you want to say. You are thinking about the past. You're replaying the old movie of what happened over and over in your head. How they broke your heart, how they disappointed you, how they weren't there when you needed them, how their actions caused you to feel, right? It broke down your sense of self. It broke down your sense of self-esteem. And now you're at this point where you just want to let go of the drama. You're confused about love because you have this very strong connection with this person. You treasure them. They mean a lot to you. But at the same time, you're like, the cost is too big to have this person in my life because they've broken me down on so many levels, is what I'm hearing. But at the same time, it's been difficult to end this and completely walk away and not look back. You felt like this person was there for what you brought to the table, because you could have been more financially well off than the other person. Maybe they didn't have a place to stay, they didn't have any financial stability, and you did. Maybe you felt like this person was just hanging around so that they could use you. They were just hanging around for what they could benefit from. And you got tired of that, right? They put their foot on your neck. You removed it. And you said, it's time for you to move. It's time for me to end this situation. You blocked this person. You stopped speaking to them. And now they're having to pick up the pieces. And they're hurt. Their ego is hurt. Their pride is hurt. Their feelings are hurt. They're cut off from you. They may not have realized how difficult this was going to be to not have you in their life. How much you meant to them. But yeah, they feel lost without you, Gemini. For some of you, you feel unsteady about a home situation financially. Okay. Maybe there's a need to budget. For your home expenses, or someone here is worried about a home, a sale of a home, but a financial situation surrounding a home. But I'm seeing that situation is taken care of here with the Six of Wands, right? Where you have victory over the situation. For some of you, your emotions are back and forth, right? That's normal for Gemini. Right, back and forth, back and forth. One minute you're good, the next minute you're crying, you're depressed, you're sad. You're wanting to go off by yourself. For some of you, there has been a loss of a home, or a sense of a loss of a home. And what I mean by that is you have a home, but you feel like a house is not a home without this person. I feel like you have a lot of responsibilities, especially financially. You got a lot of things that you're thinking about and things that you're stressed about. Oh, especially whatever this conflict is about. Something has really got you in your head. Like you're really stuck on something that someone said here. You're really holding on to this pain. You're harboring this pain. And that's why it's time for an emotional cleanse, Gemini. Someone here may be coming toward you to offer an apology. And like I said, this is definitely someone from the past. This does not have to be a love relationship. This could be a work partner. This could be a sibling, a mother, a father. Yeah, some of you could be doubting that there could really, truly be a reconciliation between the two of you. This is someone that maybe you promised you would never let in, and if they tried to come toward you, that you would automatically reject them because of how unhappy they made you. I feel like you've been cooped up in a cocoon, but I feel like this is you choosing to that road for some reason, right? Something has you feeling like you want to hide or cover yourself. It's like you don't want a part of yourself to be revealed. Maybe some of you are just not feeling good about yourself, like physically, like you're physically. Maybe some of you, there's been some weight gain. You're waiting to shed some weight. That could be what this water is about too. Yeah, it's like you don't want to be bothered. You don't want people to see your real emotions. And maybe you've decided that you don't really see a future between you and this person. Maybe you came to that conclusion before. And maybe you had a change of heart with the Death in reverse and the Ace of Cups. Maybe you truly are second guessing this. Right? Like I said, mixed emotions. 1 minute feeling good about this connection, the next minute thinking about all the bad times, right? But something here is causing you to second guess. And it could be a child. Okay, so that's what this is. There has been some type of spell work for some of you, Gemini, that has been done behind the scenes to try to drive the two of you apart and cause conflict. Some type of evil magic like that is what I'm seeing. Someone here does not want to see the two of you together, and it could be a baby's mom. Ooh, and she could, with the High Priestess, someone's doing esoteric magical work behind the scenes to try to keep you guys apart. That's the case for some of you. This could be a mother-in-law, but I do see someone working behind the scenes, trying to do some breakup spell work or to keep the two of you from communicating. That's why that was emphasized so strongly when I started the reading. There is a need to communicate. Someone is trying to cause a barrier between the two of you communicating. And I'm saying time is of the essence. I'm saying regret. Someone here has guilt and regret about something that they did. Not being there for you when they needed you. Not being there for a child when the child needed them. You still love this person, Gemini. But they don't know. They have no idea that you still have feelings for them. This could be the mother of your children, could be the father of your children. Or you may share custody of some type. Some of you fear a legal custody situation, right? Especially if it has to do with child support. You know, I'm seeing that your expectations of things are low. Okay, in general. I'm seeing Two of Cups. Like there's no stopping the universe here with the Ace of Cups and the Two of Cups. Something here brings the two of you together. Someone here is deceptive behind the scenes, trying to manipulate the situation to keep things from moving and progressing. But like I said, it's like, touch not my anointed. You can form your weapons, but they will not prosper. Whatever is meant to be and whatever is divinely guided to take place will happen here. Okay, so something here is destined to move. This is for some of you Geminis, okay, with someone from the past. But for some of you, like I said, where someone is brand new in your life, this is also destined to happen. Again, there might be someone here trying to stop things behind the scenes, but what's meant to be is what's meant to be. School. Some of you are finishing up school. You're thinking about going to school. Sorry about that. Okay, I'm not even sure where I left off right now. But yeah, I do see that something here. For some of you who are starting brand new with love, like I said, there's something here that's destined to come in for you. Someone here that you're destined to meet. Okay, and this could be your life partner, your twin flame, for those of you who have not met this person yet. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing yes. Let's look at career really quick. Some of you may be feeling stuck in your career. You might be feeling stuck at your job. Definitely not happy. There could be backstabbers that are there. You feel like you're cocooned, like you're stifled. And maybe you even feel watched and judged by other people. You obviously don't see a future there. There's people here that are conniving. They don't mean the best for you, right? You're bored. You're just going with emotions. You don't feel like you're being paid what you're worth, that you're being validated for the work that you do. There's been conflict and drama that could be going on that you know about, or it could be going on behind your back, right? But it's definitely in your environment. And right now you're feeling stuck, like you can't get out of a situation. Stressed, maybe overworked, overly tired, overexerting yourself. Maybe you feel like your colleagues are not pitching in and doing their part, right? And still money is funny. Did I say some of you are worried about a court decision? Yeah. It looks like you're worried about it, but it goes in your favor. Some of you, that this court decision could have something to do with work, a court ruling. I'm also seeing, or a big decision that has to be made about your position or someone else's position. I see you daydreaming about something else, doing something else that is more fulfilling for you. Some of you could be going through a new contract, new partnership with someone. Some of you could be going into business with other people, finally doing something that you love, that you're passionate about, because whatever this is that you're going toward with all of your might and all of your action, right, taking action toward, it's something that inspires you. Or this is at least the direction that Spirit is wanting to take you in, right? Wanting to get you in this place of bliss, of happiness, of going with the flow. Because some of this is going to require some level of risk, and it looks like you're afraid to take a risk. You're reluctant to take a risk, right? Because of finances, because you feel like you're just going to be able, you're going to be like saying fall to your knees. Like you won't be able to have what you need financially, but I'm saying that you will. Okay? But do what it is that you love and that makes you feel fulfilled. You see a future. You want expansion. You want something beyond, like I said, the everyday rat race. You're tired of being in the traffic, the cubicle job. And I'm not trying to put that down because, I mean, that works for some people. But I feel like for you, Gemini, that's not what is fitting for you. Right? Like I said, you feel cocooned, you feel stuck, you feel stifled, definitely feel unhappy. It couldn't be more clear to me, and I feel like, yes, something here will definitely end. You're going to strategize your way out of this situation. Some of you feel left out. Some of you, there's a lot of politics, cliques going on in the background at work, right? People playing games with your money, your finances. And you're a very hard worker, okay? You're very astute. But they don't appreciate what it is that you bring to the table, but what it is that you're going into next. I'm seeing you being very celebrated for what it is that you bring to the table. So there may be some type of communication or message that comes in, something that knocks you off your socks, or something that gets you to, something that exceeds your expectations is what I'm seeing. Expect miracles. So there are some changes that are definitely coming in that are bringing in prosperity, but it's going to take your initiative. Remember that, Gemini. Getting out of your comfort zone. Possibly even going back to school, but getting out of this place of self-sabotage. I know you guys see the signs and synchronicities. If not, then if you pay attention, you will see that Spirit is bombarding you with signs and synchronicities. I'm seeing unplug from mass consciousness. Some of you could be going on some type of spiritual retreat, or this is just an invitation to remember to meditate. Meditate even while you're sleeping. Sleep meditation is going to be very pivotal for you. There's some type of spiritual gift that is developing, is sharpening, okay? Because it looks like with work, Gemini, you want to be the hunter, not the hunted. In other words, you want to be in control. You, like I said in the beginning, right? You want to be in the driver's seat of your career. You want to go into business for yourself, and I feel like there's a lucrative opportunity coming in, but like I said, it's predicated on whether or not you can get out of this bind, this mental bondage of limiting beliefs that are holding you back and holding you prisoner. Remember, Spirit says that you never know what you're capable of until you try. For some of you, you're feeling in bondage because of some type of health issue. You could be recovering from some type of a surgery. You could be recovering from an illness. Okay, but in other words, if that's not the case, Spirit is saying take care of your body. Even if that means to simply breathe and relax. Because I'm seeing stress. Stress does a number on the body. It definitely does a lot to your mental health. Spirit says walk in nature, meditate, eat a healthier diet. Small changes make a difference. So baby steps. But something here is going to inspire you to, I'm hearing, become more green. So eating healthier, incorporating more vegetables and in your diet, water, working out, going out in nature. Especially now that we're in the warmer months. I feel like you have a big, bold vision for something, or this is something that is unfolding. And I feel like you're going to find that inspiration and step into your power, Gemini. I also feel like someone from the spirit world is trying to get in touch with you. I see a female. Could be your grandmother, could be a sister. Could be a spirit guide. Whomever this is, though, you see them. For some of you Geminis, all right, I feel like that's the case. Intuitively. If you don't see them, you feel them. But I definitely feel like you have the gift of seeing. Okay? I see a card here talking about flow. I feel like this is going with the flow, trusting the process. Because I'm saying there's a need to have faith in the process of what's going on. There is a process to all of this change that is going on. It's like, that's why Spirit is sending you signs, right? Because this is something that is unfolding little by little. I'm seeing a relationship that you defended, or someone could be defending a relationship that they feel is worthwhile, though they're hurt. It looks like someone misses someone's touch. It's like you miss being held. You miss that person's emotional support. Maybe right now you feel like you need that person. This could be a very emotional time for you. And I do feel that there is someone returning, and that feeling of familiarity is returning with the return of this person, because I see a caring connection. I'm seeing clarity, freedom, finding a solution, rising above issues here that you couldn't see, right? You had to rise above it in order to see the solution. Spirit is saying, though you may be down on yourself, Gemini, keep going. Don't stop. Success is just around the corner. Some of you are like, I'm seeing the 10 of Wands, like, don't give up 5 minutes before the miracle. There's a new beginning starting for you. You'll begin to see the results of your commitment and your consistent hard work. Yeah, even those of you who are working out, right? I'm saying you're going to see the results of what it is that you're putting in effort into. I'm seeing that well thought out planning is needed for a new creative project or an idea. Strategizing, right? Maybe even seeking the counsel of other people. That could be who this elder is, sister is, whomever this is, your confidant, okay? Planning, strategizing, getting advice. Don't skip any details, Spirit wants to tell you. Research information and facts carefully before you step into any type of contract. Maybe time to acknowledge some fears. Okay? With that acknowledgement, though, still take action. Acknowledge those fears and go for it anyway. This is definitely a time of change and transformation. This change and transformation is vital for your growth, Gemini. Your spiritual growth and just your growth in general as a person. Spirit's saying, don't fight it. That's why you got a card here talking about flow. Go with the flow of things. Even if it doesn't feel that way right now, even if it doesn't feel like success is on the other side of this, Spirit says keep going. Stay motivated. Stay inspired. Yeah, I'm seeing there's someone running, jogging, working out. Stay inspired. Flow. I feel like the word flow is here because of cash flow, gathering, time of reaping. Things flow together. Mindfulness. Spirit wants you to know to stop rehashing the past or worrying about the future. Stay in the present. There's a storm, emotional storm, right? But I feel like you're going to get a bird's eye view. You're going to be able to see why you went through what you went through. Okay. Fertility, definitely. This is if you're trying to get pregnant and could have been having fertility issues, you might want to try now. Okay. Or this is something in the embryonic stages, something in gestation that you are working on, something baby stages, a project, an idea, something that you're developing. Okay. Yes. Spiritual gift, it could even be, like I said. But definitely I see a baby, a child, a birth of a child, baby shower, birth announcement, seeing passion, love, spiritual communion. So yeah, this is all talking about communicating with the spirit realm and even telepathically and empathically with a twin flame. You're definitely going through purification, purifying, purging out what no longer serves you, going for your passion. Okay. Once again, Spirit says have faith in the process. You're going to get some clarity. There's going to finally be some movement where there's been some delays. And all this loss and sadness is going to turn into happiness and harmony and fulfillment. I see eternal love coming in for you. Especially those of you who have been lonely and waiting for someone to come in. I see your happiness being turned into joy. Some of you who have been patiently waiting for a child or to say that you're pregnant. I feel like you're gonna finally get that. There's been a process to it. That's why Spirit says have faith in the process. Or there's something that you cherish that is developing and growing within you. So let's see. Cross watcher for Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. What's going on in the mind of the cross watcher, Holy Spirit, for Gemini? Oh, yikes. What is this? You may have tried to communicate with your cross watcher, Gemini. They may not want to hear you. That could have been the issue so far. And it could be because they were feeling that they didn't see a future between the two of you. But I feel like something may change here where they may decide to open up and communicate. Some of you have been feeling like you've been walking, someone feels like they're walking on thin ice with their partner, with their significant, with your love interest, who could be a Pisces or a Virgo. Or could have a combination of both of those things in their chart. Someone here is afraid, frightened to come near you, intimidated by you, right? Because they feel like they're on thin ice. Because of something that you said, okay? Whatever was said here, someone is really still hurting. I'm seeing blood on the sword. Like, someone is still affected and is still hurting because of the distance, because of what someone has said here. They might feel that you have some type of a hidden agenda if you come toward them. They do miss the soulmate connection, that's for sure. But it's like they're tired of the betrayal. So they're very afraid of opening up again. Some of them may agree to speak to you, maybe even agree to allow their walls to come down with you, but are saying you're on thin ice, okay? In other words, they may be considering giving you a chance, but saying you better walk a fine line if I do, that type of thing. They miss your attention and the love that you used to give them. But yeah, truthfully, they're saying I don't really see a future here because of past deception. So someone here is still holding on to the past and feeling like they reserve the right to hold on to that pain. Right? Because that's what keeps them in a place of, that's what keeps them in that cocoon and keeps them protected. Yeah, they feel like you're up to your old tricks. They feel like you abandoned the family. For some of you who have a family, maybe for career, or for someone else that you were keeping hidden. Maybe even an addiction. And yeah, the two of you just are not on the same page right now, it looks like. And so someone is just waiting. Someone could be waiting for a third party to end. Stop. Or someone is waiting for a final decision to be made about a third party. They're waiting for someone to leave a third party. Wheel of Fortune, things may turn around. And someone decides to clear the air. But someone is feeling emotionally depleted. But they kind of have some type of idea that you're going to show up again. Because that's kind of like what always happens here, Gemini. Like you guys do this dance of breaking up and getting back together. Breaking up, getting back together. So they're kind of numb to the breakup. Stop. So I see completion. Something ends. Holy Spirit, what's the possible outcome here for Gemini? Well, remain positive because you have a yes. Okay, so Spirit is saying remain positive. Something that you're wanting to go for, Spirit is saying yes, remain positive, though it remains to be seen. That's why Spirit says listen to your intuition. Oh, and what have we been talking about all along? Signs and synchronicities, right? Look for a sign. They're all around you. Stop it. I'm seeing trust. This situation is definitely calling for you to have faith. Sometimes it requires you to wait and strategize. Wait. Your intuition will guide you, okay, on the next step. But look for a sign to know that you're still on the right track, even though you have to wait. Sometimes waiting can be difficult. This is why Spirit says trust. You don't have to do everything by yourself. There are helpful people around you. And yeah, there is someone wanting to come in to compromise. To compromise with you, to be a complement to you, rather than someone that's trying to compete with you in a relationship. And maybe at some point you felt like your partner was your enemy rather than your partner, right? You felt like the two of you were butting heads, not working together. So I feel like this compromise situation, someone is realizing that they must change and back down. And with the Death card, a part of them that is counterproductive to the relationship must die, must completely pass away in order for the two of you to move forward and have a future. And it feels like for some of you that this person is willing to do that. Remember, this is a general reading. Holy Spirit, what is the advice here for Gemini? Singles, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for Gemini. For the Geminis, Holy Spirit, Gemini. Inner goddess, awaken the goddess within you through dance, self-care, and appreciating your divinity. We were talking about that with health, right? And then quiet time. Take some quiet time alone to rest, meditate, and contemplate. So Spirit is saying, once again, spend some time alone, listen. Your spirit guides are speaking to you. They're trying to make it so clear so that these transitions that you're going through aren't so tough on you. And they're trying to guide you through the darkness, through the dark times, and remind you that you're not alone in those lonely times, Gemini. When it feels like you're alone, it feels like there's no one near to call on, right? You're not alone. Stop it. So that's what I have for you guys, Gemini. Pardon the background noise. Stop it. If you'd like to book a personal reading, Gemini, you know where to find me. The link is in the description box below. Take good care. I'll see you guys very soon. Bye for now.